What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Thank you guys again for joining us for another live video during pre-market hours. If you guys are joining us for the first time and you guys don't know what we do, we go live Monday through Friday during pre-market hours, which means before the market or the stock market actually goes open. I get my team of TechBot Solutions, over 34,000 motivated entrepreneurs and investors, and they kind of just join us live. We share ideas, we share best practices, and we try to find the best stock during pre-market hours. We have 3 rules that we'd like to lead by example within TechBot Solutions, and that is we don't trade based on anyone else's opinion, we do not invest in what we don't understand, and then we always have a plan before jumping in. So it looks like we have a good amount of people starting to tune in. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day and joining us. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. We have about 18 minutes before the market actually opens. Therefore, it gives us 18 minutes to find a good quality stock to trade. I want to make sure that you guys understand that today's Friday, and just like I said in yesterday's live stream, do not force a trade. If the trade isn't, if the stocks that we're analyzing don't show the potential that you wanted to and don't meet the criteria that you need to invest, the 3 day trades that you might have if you're under the PTT rule, then do not force the trade. It's Friday. You shouldn't be holding a stock overnight that you're thinking about day trading. So I just want to make sure that I lead by example and talk about that. And that's why I'm labeling this video of why not to force a day trade. If you're planning out to day trade a specific stock, then you should be day trading it. And if you don't see potential in any stock within the first couple of hours or throughout the like 30 minutes of pre-market hours, or you don't think any stock will meet that certain criteria, then guys, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and then just jumping back into this on Monday. So just don't force it, and that's really just all I wanted to say. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. And for those, let's see, let's get a best time of the day. What's up? What's up, Blake? What's up, Mr. Lewis? What's up, Michael? Nathan? James? What's going on, bud? Interest 1, Peter? Okay, Mr. Lewis. Jeff Graham? I do not. Andre? What's going on? Peter? Losario? Brandon? Ezekiel? Team? Team Nodales? What's going on, brother? What's going on, Evan? All right, let's do this, guys. What's up, Tactical Taco 8? Dude, I like that username. Corey, what's going on, brother? Oh, dude, what's up? Blake, how you doing? You guys are killing it. I have a roommate that always says that I don't understand. Michael Key, what's going on, dude? All right, guys, let's get to it. So I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to do a couple, go down the list and see if I identify potential in a series of stocks. I'm going to go on a 2-day analysis and see kind of where it stands. And it looks like AMD is from that huge resistance that it hit. Wow, guys. Actually, I did not see this because I was not trading AMD. But 1570 is a resistance it hit. I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar, but it peaked out at that exact point. And I swear, guys, look at that. Well, that was 61 or 1563. Look. 1570. Did I not from this bottom say that I was staircasing up back to this old resistance? And it almost hit that exact point, like, what is this? Like 5-6 months later. It's ridiculous. That's so sweet. Okay. All right. But how's it look right now? The thing that I see right now with AMD is that during no. Well, it looks like there's a bounce here. So there was a bounce here during pre-market hours, bounce there yesterday, and expecting the bounce there. But again, during market open, AMD has a tendency or a common trend to see a huge pullback once the market opens. Does it mean that 100% it's going to bounce at this line? No, it just usually has a bounce. And yesterday, it didn't have a bounce until it hit lows of 1370, and it barely bounced high from there anyways. And you would have to have waited the entire day to have had that solid bounce. So AMD isn't showing the best signs of upward momentum, but I'm going to put my alert if it goes above $14, meaning that it's starting to break the resistance. But as of yesterday, it didn't hold very well when it went above 14, and it only hit highs of 14, which is a 1.55% profit. Might not be worth some of your guys' day trades. JNUG, that's good. So JNUG is going up, then JDST must be going down. So again, if you guys don't know the difference between those two, once JNUG goes up, JDST goes down. So JDST had a really good day yesterday. JNUG had a really bad day yesterday. Looks like it built a support at around 1370, 1340. It bounced during pre-market hours and hit highs of pretty much 18. It went above 18, but it's not going above it, and it's not holding above. So that's a good sign. It can kind of be like there's a resistance here as well for JDST, so this might be interesting. If we can break above 64, as it might be a good run for JDST. So that's going to be a good one to follow up with. Huge red day yesterday for DGAS, and it's been trying to hold above $25. Hasn't held very well. As of 24.55. That's actually not a bad spread. Okay. DGAS showing some potential, but just because of the margin that it could make up as of yesterday, if we go to a 5-day analysis, it's at a pretty low point. But again, if we go to a 10-day analysis, it came from an even lower point. So just note that it has kind of been all over the place. We did call the bounce when it went above 23, and it saw this huge upward trend. But ever since then, it's kind of showing signs of downward momentum, guys. And if you don't see the potential, it's not worth your day trade. Then guys, just don't force it. It's as simple as that. It's a lot easier said than done. I 100% understand. But I'm gonna set my alert. I like trading DGAS. It's a quick in and out for me, and I've done pretty well with it. But definitely not gonna force it. And horrible day yesterday. Built a support at around 25.50. Support now at 26. So it's trying to hold above 26. Buyers at 26.02. Sellers at 26.07. I would like to try to catch it at right at near 25.50. All right, and okay, we traded this one yesterday. I ended up doing pretty well with it, and it was the only one that I traded yesterday. It was like in 18 minutes, I did over a little bit of $200, but it's because of the huge pump that it saw. Now it's just showing signs of downward momentum. And guys, it had the support overall yesterday the entire day at 120, because look, that's where it opened, had a support at 120. It looks like it's breaking below that support. It looks like it's already done it. And if you guys can see here, it's already seen pullback. So just know that if it does break below 120, we're most likely going to see a huge, pullback all the way down to $1 because there's this huge margin of gap. Doesn't mean that 100% it's going to. I'm just saying that most likely, if you guys are familiar with any trends when it breaks resistance that have huge gaps, that's usually what happens. 100%. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. But just wanted to talk a little bit about that. But the really cool thing about that is if we do have a huge pullback, it usually has like a quick little bounce, and those quick little bounces can sometimes be like, quick 3 to 5% margins of profit. So if we catch it correctly, then it could be good. Guys, look, Snapchat is starting to build up some resistance here at $14, and that's good. It bounced yesterday's video. Not too sure if you guys saw. Yesterday's video was due to Snapchat. The reason that I wanted to call that one out, I called out another stock, which is JDST. They're making their bounces back. They're showing signs of upward momentum because if you see Snapchat within the past couple of days, straight just downward trend. It has had a resistance before, so as you guys can see here, it struggled to go above 14. It never actually did. So it'd be a good sign. If it goes above 14, I might take a small position, and if it goes below it, then I might cut my losses. But again, I'm not under the PDT rule because I have over $25,000 in my account. So if you're if you're under the PDT rule, or if you're in the under the PDT rule, set your alerts. Try to set I would say 1420 would be a good indicator. And even for myself, I don't want to waste the day trade or don't want to risk anything that, just because I can day trade as many times as I want, doesn't mean that I have to, right? Again, don't just force a trade. So I put an alert once it goes above 1420. But I'm also going to put an alert if it goes below 1341, keeping me up to date on where it kind of stands throughout the day. Gold. Okay. I know. Dang, that's horrible. Has a support here. It's just showing signs of downward momentum. 5-day analysis. Yeah, not a good sign. Just showing a bunch of signs of downward trend. I'll set my alert. Let's do this, guys. Come on, right there. Save. Guys, I was so pumped. I'll tell you guys a quick little story while I'm doing this. I started traveling a little bit more last year, back and forth, right? Visiting my girlfriend in California during the summer because she was a student, she would go back and forth. And I got a membership at Spirit Airlines, and because they were traveling from Phoenix to, okay, we have a little resistance there, so I want to know when it breaks above that. We have a little I had a membership and they had really low fares, one of the least expensive fares. I was under the $9 fare club, and I literally bought a fare for $9, and then taxes were like $12. Regardless, it was like $28 or something like that, or $20 with taxes. And I bought one. And then ever since then, they never had another flight from Phoenix to LAX. So I paid like a $60 membership fee, and then never was able to use that dang membership anywhere else. I don't travel anywhere else. I mean, the whole reason that I bought it was because they had consistent flights back and forth. And then when I made the decision to buy, okay, I'm not too sure if you guys see what I see. There's a support here and a resistance here. I want to know when it breaks above that resistance, showing signs of upward momentum, or if it breaks below that trend, letting me know that this margin that it has is out of whack. So yeah, that's saved. That this is Spirit Airlines, and that's why I added them to my. So it looks like they had an earnings report, and they ended up doing pretty bad earnings call. So, well, good for them. No, I'm totally kidding. I don't, wish any company to do bad, but definitely felt like those $60 were a waste. Well, regardless, I mean, flights now cost me like $200 one way, $200 back. So I guess it's not a bad thing. So, whoa, do you guys see that? We're just messing around, and look at this. We identified a nice little margin. Again, nothing huge, 4%, and sometimes it takes a couple of days. This is Shopify. It usually has a pretty solid support, and it's gone below this. So does that mean that we want to buy just because it's at the lowest point? No. We wait for the break for it to start showing signs of upward momentum. At least that's what I do. Again, if you guys have your own style and it works for you, 100% go for it. But this could potentially be a good swing trade for myself. And then I want to be alerted when it peaks out. So all I'm looking at was for previous trends, and it has an overall support here. So this is what is this? Nope, 10-day analysis. It's like a 20-day analysis. So 20-day analysis, it has came from a lower margin, but it has had a common bounce, which is a support here around $90, and a common resistance at about 93. So again, bounce there, hits the wall. Bounces here, hits the wall. Bounces here, or hasn't bounced. But if it does bounce, then I'm gonna have my alert set me because it's below right now 90. And if it goes above 90, then it's letting me know that it's moving up. I could buy here and then swing trade here to about 93. Has a 4% profit margin. Again, this is definitely not, what the heck, why did I draw that line? This is definitely not for those that don't see that potential, but for those that do, then great. So that's actually not a bad one. PLUG, second. Oh, guys, I'm gonna have a sneeze on for you right now, so those headphone users, please. Oh, man. Don't you love sneezes? Friday morning. All right, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and see. GT is losing money. How is that good? Nathan, let's see. GT looking really good. Oh, that's what Nathan said. We'll take a quick look at GT since someone is stating that GT is, what the heck? Okay, so this is actually not a bad one. Bradley Ryan is cracking up. CYTR is halted on news. Okay, so you guys are calling out a bunch of stocks. I know you guys don't want to see me. I'm sorry for ruining your Friday. So someone called out within our live stream GT. Just like yesterday, someone called out my the stock I ended up trading, which is CAPR. I would have not traded if it wasn't due to this live stream. So for those that always ask, how do I grow my watch list? I simply like go on the Technical Solutions like group chats, right? Everything that everyone else is talking about, the discussions within Technical Solutions on the Facebook group, and then these live streams, the exposure that I get. That's how I get exposed to new opportunity. So it looks like it had a previous support at about $35. This is, for those that don't know, this is Goodyear, the tire company. They had an earnings report, ended up doing very poor. And guys, this is, wow, okay, sweet. Do you guys see this? Again, don't force the trade. If you guys don't see the potential, don't force it. But it's had a common trend of bouncing all the way back down here. It doesn't mean that it's going to bounce, and not continue dropping. But again, it has been a place before where it's bounced, so it's holding pretty well. So that's good. And then the resistance at 35. That margin for profit for 32 to 35 is about 9%. Again, a potential good swing trade. 100% good swing trade. There's never 100% good swing trade, right? We never truly know 100% what's going to happen. So that is why I'm going to set my alerts and stay up to date. If I don't see any potential in anything else and I feel like I can manage my risk pretty well on this one, then simply what I'm going to do is, because I know that the support is at 32, because I know the resistance is at 35, if it breaks above the support at 32, again, the new resistance, then I'll buy in close to near to the support. But it looks like it's continuing to drop again, and you don't want to invest in something that looks like a falling knife, because again, it does have margin to continue dropping. But if it comes and starts showing signs of upward momentum, then I can make the decision to jump on in, and if it goes below again 32, then I'll cut my losses. Again, it's all about having a plan. Entry, exit, and if it breaks below my support, then I'll cut my losses. Regardless if it's a swing trade, I really don't care. All I want to make sure is I keep my losses small and my profits much bigger. Overall, in the long run, then my overall account should be seeing consistent growth of upward momentum. CUR stole $70 from you. I don't think it works that way, but dude, CUR's been sucking, man. This thing was supposed to gap up. Trust me, I feel you on this one. I'm gonna put my alert. It looks like there's some buyers at 168. Hopefully the sellers don't give out, but market is open, guys. We got buyers here, 174, 176. I literally felt like one of those guys that are the auctioneers. 174, 174, 176, 176. Okay, I'm done. There we go. Pullback, the famous pullback from AMD. I literally think we can make like some pretty solid memes, guys. Every single day, just pullbacks on pullbacks on pullbacks. Shop went last or below 830. Okay. Say went last or above, so say this bouncing. So that's a good sign. Does it mean that 100% is going to hold? No, but again, has this been a common trend? Let's do a 20-day analysis, 180-day analysis. Nope, it usually hasn't gone this low. Year to date, I mean, this is an old support. Is this the bounce back? I mean, it does have a nice little margin to make up, right? Does it mean that 100% it's going to? No. But it has a nice little gap. Check out shop. Oh. You see? That's why we don't buy in. My goodness. Oh, wait, dang. That thing's bouncing back quick. Whoa. Whoa. I think they went back to 89 already. to get a little bit closer. The guys is trying to hold above 25. I really don't think it is going to. Looks like it has a little resistance at 25.50. So I'm going to put my alert there, letting me know that if it breaks above that resistance, we might have a good little run from 25 to highs of about 25. So yeah, about 3.5%. And again, that's a good little day trade, at least for myself. And if it doesn't meet your criteria, then simply don't trade it. All right, so it looks like we have, don't know if this is going to be the actual bounce. Oh my goodness. CUR went below 173. That's great. Yesterday hit lows of 170. It's back at 176. Just not showing some good signs of upward momentum. I'm not going to force my trade on AMD, especially not on the last day. Yeah, no volume on CUR. Don't want to force that. It looks like JNUG is actually picking up. So JDST, so until Snapchat is pulling back. It might have lost all the type. RAD is almost back. Holy moly. It's almost back to its support of 22. It hit this resistance and it's just been staircasing down. We did a really good job calling this pull with this upward trend, but once it hit that resistance, which was, I think, an old support. Yep, as you guys can see right here, it just hit the resistance, wasn't able to break it, and it's now seeing a downward trend. So I'm just going to stay up to date on this one. Add a nice little margin around here when it goes below, just so I know that it's back in that 222 margin. It's too far back, can't see anything. Snapchat with that pullback. SQ. Ew. All these big companies and their nasty drops. My goodness. I like it. No. CAPR. That thing's still holding at 121. I mean, the thing is, like, it would be such a safe trade if we knew, like, at $1.20, like, if I could buy in, because we obviously know that that's the support. And that's a nice little margin to 130. So I mean, I would definitely trade just because of that, right? But the thing that's so freaking, like, if you guys have never traded gappers, like ones that have gaps like these, if it breaks the support, even though I have my stop loss at 119, a stop loss means that it will automatically sell my position at whatever the market price is or whatever people are trying to buy at. Therefore, if it drops so quick that my order never actually gets filled at the price that I want to, then that's what I'm uncomfortable with. And that's why I think that because of how fast this thing moved up, it could drop that much quicker. And that's why I'm skeptical of. I would much rather wait for it to break above 130 and then trade it from there, like I should have done it yesterday from 135 to 150. But you never know 100%. It did hit a nice little resistance at what? Ooh, guys, it is coming back. This is showing signs of upward momentum, but again, we could be waiting for the pullback. So there we go, pullback. There we go. There we go. The reason that I'm saying, if you guys aren't familiar with how these stocks usually rise, I don't want to say like it. Again, it always happens, but every time that it has a green candlestick and it pumps pretty hard, it has a nice little pullback. Again, just people locking in profits, the demand not really being there, and then it picks back up, pullback, picks back up, pullback. Just know that that's a common trend, especially when they're coming from a big little margin that it's built. So this trade alone is already 2%. That's not bad. All right. So it kind of seems like we're all over the place, right? Oh, that was a big one. CAPR, guys, it dropped. Look at that. this is, although that's just very little, that's 17 cents. My alert just went off. I would have lost 2.62% on a, I would have had my stop loss at 120, which would have been less than 1% loss, and I would have lost 2.4. Definitely not comfortable risking that. And again, it just comes down to understanding that once it drops these really solid supports, it's just not the best thing. So let's see. INL looks like it's trying to hold above 150, if you guys could see that. So that's a good sign, trying to show signs of upward momentum. Not too sure how good of a time it's going to have doing that. So I'll set my alert just so at least I keep the group up to date on those that are trading INO. Guys, I'm not finding anything that's more of a lower cap stock around the price range of $1 to like $10. That's a good day trade. AMD, again, it's famous pullback and then it's a nice little pump and then it kind of flatlines throughout the entire day. So it's already up 1.5%. Nothing huge, might have not been worth your day trade, but again, profit's profit. So if you're up, then be sure to lock it in. SQ is rising. Is this one that I want to buy in at? Definitely just don't want to hold it overnight, especially not on its initial drop. What the heck? JAGX, you guys are calling out. Who? Okay, well, I don't. Oh, I know one above 560. What the heck? Holy moly. All right, support. Dude, this thing's just dropping. No, it continues to drop. So, yeah. So JAGX peaked out at that $1 mark. Again, I don't trade stocks that are less than $1. But it looks like it had a nice little run. It had a previous support at 65 cents. Guys, it's almost like 100% profit. Or no, 53%, but still pretty big profit, especially where it is. But it's having pullbacks right now. It looks like it already performed throughout the day. So until you see signs of upward momentum, it's probably not a good choice to jump on in. But man, these stocks are just killing. Oh, dude, that's huge. How did it not get halted on that pump? It did that all within 1 minute. Same resistance, 128, 9.38%. Okay, well, this one definitely still has potential. So this is probably going to be one of the only ones that I'm seeing potential in for a quick in and out and just. So I'm going to put my alert again. Dude, INO's pumping. Do you guys see that? But it had a resistance previously at 565. Wait, just broke that 567, 569. Guys. Just the volume isn't there. That's weird. I guess it is. All right. But I'll end the live stream here. I'll keep you guys up to date on what it is that I'm going to be trading within our group chat, just like I always do. I'll be calling out a series of stocks that that you guys asked me to analyze and stuff like that. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Remember to not force the trade if it's not something that you see potential in. But most importantly, guys, continue working hard, continue doing what it is that you guys love. I will try to post the video that fun video that I was supposed to upload yesterday, tomorrow, if I have time. I have a pretty busy day and I have a call that I have to jump in about 20 minutes. But I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys have any questions, please direct message me within the TechBud Solutions group chat. Shop, oh dude, shop is pumping. I keep saying pumping like it's an actual phrase. So shop is about to break that resistance at $91. It's already up almost how many dollars? It's already up from that initial bounce, 3% from when we called it out. So it's that's Shopify. So if you guys don't know what that is, so that's good. Oh, looks like we got a hater in the chat. What's going on, bud? We'll see you later. No need for you here. So there's a guy wasting his time inside our live stream. Doesn't look like he has anything better to do. So thank you guys again for tuning in. If you guys want to go ahead and wave to him as we head on out, if you guys want to say what's up to the guy, feel free to do so. But just again, hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. We will see you guys during our Sunday Stock Talk, recapping from last week and then preparing for this upcoming week. Continue working hard, continue doing what it is that you guys love. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, guys.